What is up, everybody? This your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast Show. Today, I got the beautiful ladies from the mini series, the beautiful Black and Bold mini series, hosted by Truth Apparel. We about to get it started. Also, and sponsored with Toyota. About to get their stories today, only on the Dre Mack Show.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast Show. What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Dre Mack Show. Like I said, we're getting ready to go ahead and show you the trailer from the new mini series that has been going on through Truth Apparel, sponsored by Toyota. Let me go ahead and play that for you now.
So tell us about that.
Honestly, oh my gosh, it blows my mind. The first week, but actually first 2 days, it sold out just like that.
Yeah.
And it was 12 jars. And it was like, am I making enough?
That lit a fire to me because me only at that time having 10 years of experience, but I'm knocking out guys that got 30 years, 50 years, 45 years of experience. And I'm like, I see the community won't change.
So I have a whole plan whether anybody sees it or not, and I like the name. So I'm a trust in my vision and what I've been given for that. And we are headed for commercial painting and commercial contracting.
Just know that there is a lot more to come, And it's not just me. This is all God's will. I pray for everything that's happening in my life right now. And it took a long time for it to come into manifestation. It took a while. So when people say you got to wait on God, you have to wait.
And I would just reach out to people. These are people who have their own businesses, and I don't know how I've been blessed to be able to get connected with people. Everybody who I've reached out to has helped.
That's what it's all
Or
about.
people will reach out to me and say, hey, I got tips that I can share with you.
That's what it's all about.
For some strange reason, it took me out of my dream. See, I'm talking about when they say the devil's a liar, boy.
Well,
It took me out of my stream.
and it's all good, man. It's all good.
It's all good. So I have I just played the trailer from the new Beautiful Black and Bold, the new mini mockumentary. I can't really say that, you know what I'm saying? The docu-series. That's what I call it, the docu-series. I have the ladies in here. We're gonna talk about their story, talking about how everything got started, how everybody got reached out to, because these are the stories that need to be told. With with Truth Apparel, along with the association with Toyota, has been an awesome job, especially with season 1. I reviewed season 1, so now I'm on top of it. Now that I got the actual ladies in here for season 2, about to talk about everything. So I don't cut off nobody's head or anything. I'm removing everything so we can see everybody. How are you ladies doing today?
Wonderful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I got my man Roger Suggs in here. I want to start off with Roger Suggs because he is True Films. He's one who did the reaching out. What made you want to reach out to these ladies? What was one of the main things that you saw that you wanted to reach out for them to kind of get this thing going?
Strength. I saw strength, a willingness. Them girls are just on their game. Oh, I saw Miss Power plenty of times, doing the Bob Black thing. Just watch how she carry herself. She comes out, speak to everybody and stuff like that. And just her passion and what she wanted to do. Keisha, we kind of did things on the weekend. I got to meet her through Wilson's Pizza, and watching Mayweather just knock them out each week. It was a no-brainer. She actually supposed to be on season 1, so I made sure I wanted to get her on season 2, and and then the other ladies one by one. I was hearing things. Wilson was telling me about Wilson and Shane Dotson was telling me about Miss Lash, so I got in touch with her. Victor Tramiel, told me about Miss Cake Lady. And so just hearing their stories, and then Yaya, I've been knowing Yaya for a minute, and she had came to the school and mentored some of our students, and she helped paint at the school. So I definitely wanted to get this because I saw a opening to show that women are on the rise, and guys got to wake up and support and get behind them. They're on the rise. So I did it for that purpose of doing it, because how season 1 went. And this is just the beginning. We got Pitch Weekly and some other things coming up in August. So I'm glad, man, you're getting exclusive. You're first out the box because you supported us last year.
And of course I appreciate you guys let me come in and get this interview and get this thing done, because what stuck out for me with last series is that it was so many different stories, and so many of those stories are really unsung stories, especially about people in Wyandotte County, because I don't feel like Wyandotte County gets enough shine, like from Casey, how KCMO gets their shine, and then you got KCK, and KCK, you hear a lot of stories, but there's just stories that we tell each other. They're not in a national spectrum. So I thank you again for sticking with this and going with season 2 to get this on a national spectrum, so ladies can be able to have their stories told and all of that. Let's do this. I want everyone to introduce themselves. You can take yourself off of mute. Unless you're busy, doing some candy apples, Miss Tamika. You know what I mean? But ain't no lie. When she said candy apples, I was like, man, I kind of want some now.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you. So go ahead.
I'm finished now.
So wait a minute. Before I get started, Tamika, where them candy apples at? Because I might have to make a trip.
This lady ain't gonna get me. She coming to pick these apples up tomorrow. So they ready to go for that lady. I don't know, but they ready to go for the lady.
All right.
She don't know we can hear her, dude.
All right, so I want each of you
You,
ladies to,
you got
to
you got Keisha on here. She might got some apples for you, but these over here is for that lady. Now, I don't want no smoke
We
with this
almost
woman.
sold out.
right. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. I'm gonna put it like this. I don't want no smoke with nobody. You know what I mean? So I don't want to take nobody. I don't want to even get a bite.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna go from my, I guess it's my left to right. I'm gonna start off with Shalinda, then Tamika. I want you to just introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? What you do, so on and so forth.
Okay, I'm Shalinda Gunnell, aka the Cake Lady. I am a baker, and I initially started off doing just all homemade, old school treats.
Oh shoot.
But now I
Where's the
have
other? Oh, my
to
fault.
doing
I'm
the
sorry.
custom treats and treats. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. You can get just about anything here, but I don't do candy apples. Sorry.
See, that you done messed up because I was trying to get on I was trying to get on the candy apples. And you ain't got the candy apples. You know what I mean? You started something now.
Yeah.
All right, Tamika, go ahead.
I forgot what am I supposed to? I'm multitasking. I'm sorry, y'all. But my name is Tamika. I'm the owner of Sugar Rush Berries. No, seriously, I'm the owner of Sugar Rush Berries. We specialize in chocolate dipped strawberries and other sweets and treats in the store. I have I went full time in October of 2019, just strictly treats. I went out on a limb and just quit my job. I didn't know what I was. Well, I knew I was going to do treats, but I really didn't have a plan. So that's a little bit of my story, and that's what I do. Yeah. So hi
And the
everybody.
rest,
I'm excited for us.
yeah, and the rest they can watch the movie and find out.
Absolutely, because we're not gonna spoil. This is the spoiler free.
I gave just a little bit. I didn't know because y'all know I'm long winded. I can keep going, so that's why I put myself out.
All right, Miss Latanya, you can take yourself off of mute.
Yeah. I think she took it.
You
Can
can
you hear
take
us, yeah?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You can go ahead and say who you are and what you do. I think your think her
I
thing
can. It is
is
so. You guys can hear me.
Come on, y'all.
yeah, we can hear
Can
you.
you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because it's super choppy. It's super choppy on my end. I didn't get to hear the other ladies, but hello, everyone. How is everybody doing?
We good. We good.
Y'all
Bless
hear me
you.
because
Bless
I'm
you.
going in and out. But if you can hear me,
We can hear you.
okay. If you can hear me, I'm Latanya Skiller, and I'm owner of Pretty and Painting Things. I'm an interior paint company. I also have a nonprofit company, Ladies That Lean, living excellently after negativity.
Awesome. Miss Salisha, can you hear me? Because I know her internet was just a little choppy too. Can you hear me?
Your mic sounds choppy, Drake.
Does my mic sound choppy now?
You do. You sound like a robot.
Okay, there's something going
Don't you
on
just
with
don't you
the.
just sound hoe.
It's I know. I'm telling when I try to tell you, the devil be playing because it didn't have no problem with nothing earlier. You know what I mean? But it's all good. We still gonna rock. We still gonna rock with it. All right, Miss Keisha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Now you
Everybody,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
are you good? I'm Keisha. I'm the owner of Keisha Candy Apples. Can y'all hear me? I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Keisha K. I'm the owner of Keisha Candy Apples. Which we do candy apples and caramel apples, any type of apples and other treats as well for weddings, bridals, for any kind of special occasion. We specialize in.
Awesome. So, but I could go get my candy apples from you though too, since somebody already done jumped the board and then got candy apples before I can get some.
Yes, you can meet. You can reach Tamika. She's in Overland Park, or you can shoot to the mall, and I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. So either both sides of the water, we got you covered.
All right, all right. Miss Towers, can you now hear me? I think she was having the most trouble with her internet. Miss Towers, can you hear me now?
She driving.
Yeah, yeah. She's on the road again.
Yeah, we should get somebody, man.
So let's do.
But the show must go on.
So must go on. So let's do this. Let's start at the top. When you got the call, and I'm gonna start with Miss Linda. When you got the call from Roger to say, hey, I want you to be on the miniseries, how did you take that? Like, what was the thing that they're like, you know what, I want to do this, I want to tell my story. What was your initial thoughts on that?
So honestly, I was honored to get the call, just because I believe initially when I started, I was probably somebody who I never had the dream to be a baker. It's just something that I've always loved to do. And when I say that your gift will make room for you, my gift made room for me. And I had a time embracing it. And so when I got the call, I was kind of shocked because one, to be on the platform with some other ladies that are, I think they're dope. I was just like, wow, a lot of people have been doing it longer. I admire some of them very, very much. And just to get the call and be on the same platform, I was just kind of like, wow. So honored just to be selected, honestly. Victor has always kind of reached out to me. He reached out to me probably a couple of years ago and has just been pushing me and supporting the business. And he was like, I'm going to get your name out there. I'm going to do some things. I'm just kind of person that's good together. So I'm just like, oh, okay, until, I hear from the source, I don't get too excited. So when Roger called me, I talked to him for me. It had been a while since the first time I talked to him for the COVID. And then when he finally reached out, he's like, "Do you know who this is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know who this is because I watch his videos on Facebook." So I was just honored, honestly honored. I still am. I'm just kind of overwhelmed a little bit. My name is out there, but honestly, I'm a person that likes to be in the background. So it's a lot, and I'm appreciative and I'm grateful.
Absolutely. Miss Key, I'm gonna go to Miss Keisha because I know Tamika is slightly busy. I'm gonna go to Tamika after this. But Miss Keisha, what did you feel like when you got the phone call, say, hey, I got an idea, I want you to be on this miniseries? What was the overwhelming feeling for you?
I didn't get a call. I got told. I was told, baby, this is what's gonna happen for you. But no, it was definitely it was very humbling and very a real honor. Like this.
No, she's driving.
Really honored. When can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear. I know that you're driving right now, so I know it's kind of going a little in and out.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. But it was definitely an honor because I'm pretty sure each one of these women can testify to this, that you don't put yourself on no type of lawsuit. So when people look at you and it's light, it's like, it really brings something to the table, and it really is really humbling, and it's just such an honor just to be a part of this amongst everyone here.
Absolutely. And I know we have a little bit of feedback that's going on. Mr. Mickey, you there? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
We just should have did it Sunday.
Be honest with you, because this is my week off because so we on layoff. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, but see, this is like I keep saying, man. When you trying to do something right, it's always something that's trying to hit you from pushing.
It is.
It means anytime.
If we was talking about gangster rap and all that killing and stuff, would it be good air?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Crystal clear. You'd be able to see me in 4D doing the electric boogaloo, all that. You know what I mean? We was talking about something stupid, but we talk about something positive, man. I'm telling you, but it's not gonna stop nothing.
It wasn't as worse as when we did that show. We couldn't even put it out.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the last time we was on the show, but yeah, that one too. Yeah,
LeBron James one.
yeah. So yes, Miss Yaya, how you doing? You a little clearer now?
I'm good.
You good now? You good now?
Yeah,
so if I'm not mistaken, was you at the with Raj when you held that when you remember? Yeah, I knew I remembered your face. I just couldn't it didn't click until you said you were painting. I was like, oh, okay. So we've met before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But tell me, how did you feel like when you got told or the phone call or whatever that you was gonna be on this mini series? How did it feel like to get your story told?
Well, first of all, I like doing any type of work with Roger, so it was definitely a blessing. I was very honored, like the rest of the ladies said, and like Miss Keisha was saying, you don't really put yourself on any type of pedestal. So when others see you in a light like that, it's always an honor, and especially Roger, because he does a lot of work in the community.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, y'all.
Added. So I just feel like it's an honor for him to think of me. And so however I can give back to him too, I'm going to make sure that I do that, but definitely an honor.
Absolutely. And I know that, we talked before when we was at the thing with your roommate, and I know how focused and everything you are, because we kind of talked for a little bit about some of the things that you had going on, and I told you then I would like to have you on my podcast. So it's just a blessing that how everything goes full circle when you put it out in the atmosphere like that.
Yes, wonderful. My pleasure to be here too, and salute to you. Still have your podcast going and pushing. Good job.
Appreciate it.
I think Tamika's there.
Tamika's back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. My phone kind of wigged out there for a second.
I keep telling the devil's a liar because he don't want. They're just like my man Kwame Brown. He don't want none of his mama's cooking right now. That's that mama's cooking right now.
Yeah. Tamika, you have an iPhone?
Yes.
That's probably what the problem is. But go ahead.
Don't do that.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Don't do that. That's Tamika. When you got the phone call, when you was told, hey, I want you on this mini series through Truth Apparel. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel? How was that initial reaction with that?
When I first got it, I was on the plane. I was on an airplane, and the plane was about to take off. And right before I turned my phone off, that's when he reached out to me. So it kind of messed up my whole trip for the weekend because my nerves was on edge all weekend. I'm like, oh, I gotta hurry up. I gotta set an alarm so I can make sure as soon as I land, I can call him back. I was just I was honored, and I did ask him, like, well, who told you about me? How'd you hear about me? And he gave me the persons that, kind of dropped my name, and I, reached out to them and thanked them because it's an honor. And to be honest, it's kind of scary when you have so many eyes on you. You don't know who's watching, and it's different. Like, I just want to be Tamika. That's it. But it's not like that. I don't like it. Because I just want to be in the background. Put me in the back and let me put the stuff in the front. Just put me in the back. But it's not like that. It's scary now, to be honest.
Right. And a lot of people don't understand when you are in this type of, when you're doing something like, me doing a podcast, and I believe, and Tamika, if I'm not mistaken, we went to school together. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm way older than y'all, so I don't know.
Are you?
What year you graduated?
99.
Oh yeah, I'm way older than you.
Oh well, I thought
I graduated when I had just graduated and you was coming in as a freshman.
Oh, okay. So
that's why I'm like, I don't think so.
But it's I know that you're talking about how like the eyes are on you now and all of that. Like, was you expecting that when you started to like just say, you know what, I'm gonna do my own business and I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna start this thing, and do my own thing, was you even expecting like people to actually be, you know, on you like that? Like, oh, I know you from doing, you know, so and so, I know you do this, that, and the other. Was you even expecting that, or is this like all a surprise to you?
No, because when I first started doing this, it was just strictly out of a passion, and then it kind of turned into a hobby, and then it turned into a business. But when I first started doing this, I didn't start dipping strawberries talking about, oh, I'm gonna have my own business one day. No, because I have been Americanized and trained and brainwashed to think that you're supposed to wake up and go to work every day, you know.
Right.
So of course I didn't even think about, oh, well, I have my own business and people will know me like as the strawberry lady. No, I never thought any of that. So it's kind of overwhelming.
Right.
It's very
Right.
overwhelming, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I mean, I mean, I appreciate everybody, like all the support, I really do, but I really don't like the spotlight on me. I don't like that part of it. So that's the only part about my job that I really don't like.
All right, because like when you have documentaries and stuff like this, you know, those are going to go out to the masses and it's going to bring you business. So because that's the biggest thing. I know we all like want to make sure that we have our business and our business getting residual income, but that's something that you got to get prepared for, because like when you said, because you said on the trailer, when you pray for something, you really ask for it, God gonna give it to you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He gonna give it to you, and it's
Absolutely.
gonna be like he said, when the the cupboard or the cup runneth over, it's gonna run.
It's running. I'm telling you, it's running, and I'm trying to hold on. I'm just dragging. You know, if you could just picture a dog running with somebody hanging on the back of the dog, that's me. But like literally, when I first started my business, like my Facebook page and stuff, I didn't even want to be the face of my business. I didn't want nobody to know that it was me doing Sugar Rush Berries. I don't know why. I was so scared. But yeah, I had to. I mean, eventually everybody, you know, found out. But when I initially started, I didn't want to be the face of my business.
Right. And now that you're getting that, I know it's taking you back just a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? The blessings is really there. You know what I'm saying? Because the more and more, like I said, the eyes get to you, the more and more people flood in. People come from out of town, people come from overseas, but like, yo, I seen your stuff. I want to try you out. This is like almost like, you know, with Ali Gates and the Gates franchise, you know, so I think I know it's going to take you back just a little bit, because you like, I don't want all this, but then when that business really start rolling, you work it for yourself, and it's always a blessing after that.
Absolutely. I always say, if anybody can make a way to earn an income and a living for themselves, hats off to them. I'm pushing for everybody to do it, because we can do it.
Right.
I bet
absolutely.
I bet everybody that, like, if just look at your last quarter income, just look at your last quarter income and compare that to like your first quarter income. If you was working a job, you gotta be like, nah, what was I was doing it all wrong, you know. But everything is in God's perfect timing. So I guess we can't say that we doing it all wrong, but shoot, everybody can get themselves a pat on the back for real.
Absolutely. Miss Towers, can you now hear me? Is everything all good? You're in a good spot right now where you could be able to talk? Hold on, I think I had you muted. Can you hear me?
You talking to me?
Yes. Are you
Yeah,
good?
I'm trying to rush to my sister's house real quick so I can get her Wi-Fi.
Okay. So I got you now. I got you enough time. How did it feel?
I'll rush to her house real quick.
So I come back to you in a little bit. Let me get Roger Suggs back in here or whatever, and so I could be able to ask a few questions about this miniseries. Raj, you can hear me, right? Or you on me? Oh, okay. Unmute your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Hey, Miss Towers out there knocking doors. You know, she out there campaigning, so I know what she's doing.
Right.
Getting it in.
Right. Getting it in. And
well, go ahead though, brother.
But yeah, so when like with season 1, and we had an interview back when I was reviewing season 1. What was the main focus when you wanted to get these stories sold out, especially, you know, in Wyandotte County? What was the main reason you wanted to get those stories sold?
I wanted to break that curse that Wyandotte seemed to have. You know, when people are doing amazing things, nobody wants to speak about it. Everybody know about it, but they don't speak about it. Like when you go to other cities, when I travel around the world, you don't know who the famous people are. The people got the famous foods and all the, and they had pride in it.
Right.
They had pride in it. You know, so, and then, you know, and Wyandotte's always been the secondary city to Kansas City, Missouri. And there's a lot of Missouri, all the great things they do. And, you know, when I moved here, I just noticed that it was that stigma with Wyandotte. Everybody pulling each other back and hating on each other. Nobody wants to acknowledge. So I said the best way to do that is to go into Missouri, because I was from Kansas, Missouri, and get this thing from Toyota. I took it from a bunch of Missouri people, and I brought it across the water to Wyandotte, who would have not got that same love. If I was doing this in Missouri, it would be, that first season would have been so big, it would have been ridiculous.
Right.
But I knew that Wyandotte was a underdog city. And even locally, it proved that, because people nationally was in love with the season 1, but locally, it wasn't received. Like even the local media, with the exception of Pitch Weekly and a couple other newspapers, they didn't even think that the 10 stories was even good enough to be on their show. Then I watched them review movies from Missouri producers and filmmakers, and I said, wow. You know, and then I doubled down on them. Them same people, I got the season 2 contract over them too, because they liked season 1. I said, but this time, I've met all these strong women. I want them in this one. I want them in this one, and to just change that mindset and build that safe house. That what got lost in season 1 was that we wanted to put something here. I wanted to throw a rock at Goliath and say, y'all let me come in here, transplant, put the spotlight on Wyandotte, and build a safe house for young people to go to. That's all I wanted. Not a dime went to me.
Right. And tell a little bit more about why it's so important to watch this miniseries, to pay for it, and why the safe house is so important. Why you're really pushing for the safe house.
Because they don't have one. First of all, this is a pretty big city. And, you know, I know small college towns that got safe houses and stuff for people to go to. You got to go across the street. When I had a couple students that was homeless, they was on a waiting list in Missouri. So what we did with our clothing line, this is how the idea came about. This girl she was smelling. She come to school, she was smelling, and everybody's picking at her. So I pulled her to say, what's going on? She was sleeping outside. So what we did, I asked the school, you know, can y'all help? Well, they only had limitations of things they could do. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just get the sales off my T-shirt and get my sales and do a fundraiser. And what I did was, when we got the money for the shirts, I would drop a deposit at the school. We have our own account here under Truth and FBOE. So every time a student was in trouble, I would just go up there to payroll, and then we'll write out a check to pay the hotels or pay for their food and for them to stay. And I'm like, well, it depleted a lot of our money, but we did it. We saved people. And I said, you know what? What if we had a housing type of situation where they can stay up 2 or 3 months, have a board over it, have workforce development, have things where we can show them how different mentors and get them on their feet to get a job and all these different things. You know, so they don't get caught up. So that's where it came from. And I said, you know, I'm gonna get it done. And then I said, you know what? Let me bring in people that are here. So Host does carpentry. T-Nick, who was in season 1, she does real estate. So we giving the money to T-Nick.
And shout out to her too.
Yeah. So it's all within a circle. Of pushing and people getting their stories out there at the same time. Season 1 didn't understand it, so I said I'm gonna try season 2. Season 3 is crazy. I'm already almost done with season 3. You know, so I wanted these young ladies got a push. Like when you hear Miss Tower's story, that she's not gonna tell it on the right here, but when you watch her,
make sure you pay. I'm gonna stop you. Make sure you go to truthtoreasons.com. Go ahead when the
it ain't even paying. Hey, hold on. I'm sorry, Dre. I'm gonna interrupt you. It's like a membership. You get to watch all the movies, and it's a membership. You know, to Truth to Reason. You know, people can't vision truthtoreason.com, but they can pay for Netflix. They can pay for Hulu, Amazon Prime. So they see somebody. I'm being an entrepreneur too.
Right.
I'm being one too. I said, I'm like, you can my content gonna be on my movie network. And now with these girls, you're about to see a national rollout. You saw it last year. They about to see a national rollout on their stories.
Yes.
From all the major magazines, from all the major newspapers, and to be on Toyota's website,
yes,
not Leavenworth Toyota, but national Toyota across the world. With your business, you think these people ain't gonna stop and want to know these stories and want to stop by? And Yaya, if she wants to, she can tell you what she sent me in the inbox before we get to Miss Towers. She can tell you what she sent to me in the inbox. Miss Towers, not Miss Towers, but Yaya.
Yeah.
Is she there?
If she's still there.
If you mind sharing that story.
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. And then after you, I'm gonna go to Miss Towers.
Miss Towers. Let Miss Towers close out. Yaya, will you tell us the story that when we put the trailer out, what you sent me in the inbox?
About contracting, getting some contracts.
Yeah. You know, this is what you said. I want to show you how this thing works.
Okay, a gentleman had seen. It's very choppy for me, so I hope that's what you're saying.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. Yes, a gentleman had contacted me. He seen my the preview of it. Sorry, it's been a long day, y'all, for me, but he seen the preview of it, and he contacted me and wanted to do some work with me. He has tons of houses in the Kansas City area, so we're gonna partner up and be doing some work together. So I really appreciate that, and blessed to have that coming my way. Yay!
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, people, that I want people to really understand. What we're really trying to do is we're telling these stories so these ladies can be able to take what they're doing, their passion, they take it to the next level. And while you're watching these stories, you are actually donating to a better, more prestigious cause, and that's getting a safe house for some of these young people out here, so they can be able to have a place to stay and a pathway to get them where they need to be at. Miss Tower, we finally got you, Miss Tower. I know you out here hustling.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
All right.
Tell them who you are, what you're doing. We're not gonna go into the story, but just tell them who you are, what you're doing, and also what did it feel like when you first got the announcement that you was going to be a part of this mini series.
Repeat that again.
I was saying, tell the people who you are, you know, what you do, and you know how you felt when you were told that you were going to be a part of this docu-series.
I'm Celicia Towers, running for sheriff of Wyandotte County. The feeling of getting a mini series. I'm a private person, so I was kind of iffy about it, but I think if you tell your story, somebody that's going through it or something, it might be a testimony. It's a testimony for me, but it'll help somebody else in the midst of that.
Absolutely. And when he reached out to you on this, what were some of the things? Because I know you've ran for sheriff, I believe, before. You're running again this year. Am I correct?
Yeah, I ran for it in 2017, and I'm running for it right now.
And you're running for it right now.
Yeah.
I know you, because you're in the midst of running this campaign. So did that kind of did you feel like that was going to hinder, or did you feel like that was going to be something that gets people to know even more about you, so they feel comfortable voting for you to become sheriff?
Hinder, no. What's for me is for me. It's not going to pass me. So if anything, it's more transparency. You can understand where I'm coming from. And I'm just not running to get my name out here. I actually have ties to it. So I didn't think it would hinder me. I'm just I don't like people in my business.
Right. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. Mr. Linda, I'm gonna come up to you, Mr. Linda. What are some of the things that you want people to take away when they're watching your story, when they're looking at this, when they're paying the money for this for the membership and they're looking at the story? What are some of the things you want to be taken away so they know a little bit more about you?
Okay, so I will tell you this. I feel like becoming the cake lady for me is a story of somebody who kind of went through some real tough things in life.
Mhm.
And I had to find myself because I feel like I lost myself going through those things. When I found myself, and then I began to believe in myself, I became unstoppable. I didn't really know it in the beginning. It still took me some time. But when I really finally tapped into myself, I mean, I don't feel like there's nothing that I can't accomplish.
Right.
The thing that
Absolutely.
you love to do, whatever it is that you're passionate about, I think we all have a $1 million baby inside of us. You just
Mhm.
have to tap into it. And I'm not saying it to say, when I say $1 million baby, it's not even all about money. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I just feel so fulfilled in what I do. When I initially started doing the treats, the desserts, it was
Mhm.
really just to kind of like, I say that I make it from my heart. When my heart is hurt, I feel like I don't produce very well. But
Right.
I've learned how to push even through that. So I try to try to give comfort to people that are going through. I know the very first time I got a dessert order for a funeral, I was kind of floored because when I grew up, when people passed, we would take care of the family. You know what I mean? So when
Right.
people start ordering desserts, I was just like, this is kind of weird. I kind of felt, kind of bad taking money, but I'm like, I'm running a business. I can't give it all away. So I found a way to bless those families that reach out to me for services like that or whatever. So I'm just gonna say that you just got to kind of believe in yourself, and you've got to learn how to be your number one fan, and you've got to support yourself through your journey. A lot of times, like people saying how the town is not supporting them or their family's not supporting them. You've got to believe in yourself, regardless of whoever else is or is not believing in you. You've got to push yourself to the limit. And when you do it, it's just like you are just unstoppable. You know what I mean? And so I'm
Mhm.
kind of like on a high right now that I don't think it's nothing that can knock me down off of the high that I'm on. And I'm not, it's a humble brag because I'm elated. Like there's just days that I'll just sit here and I literally cry because nobody knows just how broken I truly was. There's a few
Mhm.
that know how truly broken I was in the state that I was in. And for me to be able to kind of rise to the occasion, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. People, they'll say, man, the cake lady this, the cake lady that, you doing this, you doing your thing or whatever. And I just tell
Mhm.
people all the time, man, I'm just having fun. I'm having a ball and
Right.
I'm enjoying it. Then I would encourage anybody else to just kind of find that thing that you're passionate about and just run
Mhm.
with it. You can do it. No matter what you
Absolutely.
went through. And I don't care about telling my story. I'll tell it to the mountains high. You know why? Because I want somebody else, if it's just one somebody, to look and say, you know what, if she did it, I can do it too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I almost dropped my mic. uh Miss Raj, you still on mute, so I didn't hear you. Oh, Miss Keisha. Jericho
Yes.
said, "Tell Keisha I'm going to need to taste them strawberry shortcake candy apples."
Oh yeah, those are a big hit. Oh,
Right. He
they
said,
better than I
tell
thought.
Keisha I'm going to need to taste them strawberry shortcake candy apples. So
I
I don't
got
know.
them.
That
I
sounds real
got them.
good right now. But what
It
do you
is
want to
good.
what do you want people to take away from your story? Like, what is one of the big takeaways you want to have when they're looking at this, when they're watching this story and trying to get a better understanding of you, who you are?
Oh wow. I think my biggest thing, and I said in the trailer, so I'm not gonna try to say it in the documentary, so I ain't gonna try to say too much of it. But I think my biggest thing I want everyone to take away is that you can't give up. It through this
Mm-hmm.
process, through this process, I can honestly say there was many times I quit, I gave up, I threw in the towel. I said, I ain't about to do this. But when you know it's something bigger than you can't give up. And I think that is my thing with me is that it's not about Keisha. It's not about Keisha K. It's not about the Keisha Kenny Apples. It's about ministry when it comes to me. It's about the people I encounter. I mean, just people since I've opened, because I have a store, a brick and mortar. Since I opened my store, it's people that I've encountered that only God can set that up, divine appointments. And when I really understood that it's bigger than me, then you can't give up. When you got
Right.
something that's bigger than you, then when you know you are in a God ordained assignment, and you know this is just the avenue that is going to open many other doors for you to get there. You can't give up, and I think that right there, that's what I want someone to take. It's bigger than you, and I just realized that it's bigger than Keisha.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Latanya, I want to ask you before I start to kind of wrap this thing up, because I do want people to go to truthtoreasons.com. Again, that's truthtoreasons.com. Make sure you guys are checking out what they're doing on truthtoreasons.com, from the apparel, from season 1 of the docu-series. Everything that they're doing on there is for a bigger cause. It's bigger than us. You got to see the forest from the trees. You know what I mean? You got to see exactly what they're trying to do and how they're trying to get there. It's not about flossing to put money in the pocket. It's actually a bigger cause at hand. You know what I mean? To get some of this these things done. And we need everyone to go ahead and chip in. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't buy like I tell people, buy the miniseries, but even if you don't, just go ahead and just donate. You know, there's donations that you could do. If you want to come in with FBOE on Thursday, if you're in KCK and you want to go and help out, or you're off on Thursdays in the evening and you want to go help out, volunteer. There's so many things that we could be able to do besides sit at home and mope and cry and whine and say why this and why that and blame others, when we have 2 feet, 2 hands, and a brain for us to get up, get out, and get something done. So make sure you guys checking out truthtoreasons.com. Make sure you guys are donating, buying apparel, whatever you can, just to make sure that the safe house gets taken care of, man, because it's bigger than us. All right, Miss Latanya, I'm gonna come to you. What is the main thing that you want people to understand about your story when they're watching the docu-series?
All I want everyone to realize that I'm a prophet, and only after it's possible, you can rebuild it, can start again, start a new life. It's never too late to turn around. So I'm excited. Everyone go to truthreason.com, purchase the mini mentoring series.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna let all you ladies that's on here, starting with Shalinda, and we're gonna go across. Tell them how they could get in contact with you. Either by in your social media. You can post your social. I mean, you can tell them what your social media is, so they could get in contact with you, so they could be able to buy delicious cakes, pies. They could be able to, get some interior decorating going on, some interior paint. You know what I mean? All that. I want all of it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Roger. I see Roger's hand was up. Unmute yourself.
Buy Black, August 7th. I think it's not August 7th. Is it August 7th? What is it changed?
Go ahead, unmute your mic.
It's August 14th.
15th?
14th.
For August 14th, listen, you gotta support Big Mama Towers. She came from Miami. Yes. I know she's all ready to go. So we need to support. I had to get that in. August 14th, she got Buy Black. It's a great another person you need to get on your show, Dre, is her sister, Big Mama Towers.
Oh yeah.
Because what she's done with her team, with the Buy Black to start off, and Quindero, the other slot, it's amazing. It's a story in itself. I definitely want to get her by herself on her own show and stuff. But it's that. And I also want to say something about Miss Towers. Those that live in the Wyandotte County area, y'all really need, listen to me, You really need to vote. Get out there and vote. And I'm telling you, you need to vote for Ms. Towers. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Now, I can't technically endorse anybody. Vote for her you want to. But, man, you'll see her story. And like I say, if you're going to get change out here, you got to make change by changing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Nothing else.
Absolutely. Lee's out here, see out here laughing. You can take yourself off of mute because I know you had something.
He's so drunk, like he just like that's it. Yes, Roger, like you're out of here. That's you're done. I appreciate it.
But it is, bro. Oh, wait a minute. They say our votes don't count. Remember, they say our votes don't count, but you don't go out there. You need to vote locally. You need to vote. Vote locally. Locally, your vote absolutely counts. Do not let no one tell you some bull job like your vote does not count. Locally, your vote counts because when you have good people who's trying to make a change, you need to make sure those people get in there. So yes, your vote does count. That's tomorrow. Is the voting is tomorrow? I'm not anymore. I'm in Jackson County, so I'm in Jackson County.
In-person voting starts tomorrow. Go to the election office.
Okay, say that one more time so they can hear it.
Early in-person voting starts tomorrow. We are pushing early voting this time, advanced voting this time. Go to the election office. If you stay by the Eisenhower area, go to the Eisenhower Community Center or go to the Argentine Community Center. It starts tomorrow at 10 a.m.
So so y'all hear that. Yeah, make sure y'all go out and vote. If you're in the Wyandotte County area, make sure you go out and vote. I've been watching her story for a while. I know that she's doing, she wants to make a change. And when you see people who want to make a change internally, we always talk about, well, we don't have no black people in this, and we don't have no black people in that. When you see things like this and you see people who want to make a change, get your behind out your seat and go and vote. Vote for who you believe is going to make the absolute change. If you do not like the status quo, go out, vote, get your behind out there, cast your vote. Let's make sure that we're the change that we want to see. So make sure you guys are doing this. Again, if this is the first time you listening to this podcast, this is live on YouTube. This is also on Apple Podcasts, Google's Podcast, Speaker Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts at. So make sure you guys are supporting me and supporting everything we're doing. I'm going to let you ladies, let y'all take it the end before we wrap it up. I know Ryan's probably got one more thing he got to say. He over there, he don't even know he on mute now. He over there advertising, what is that, water? But I'm gonna let you ladies sign off right now. You know what I'm saying? Tell them where they can find you at, how they can be able to get in contact with you. Starting with Shalinda, we're gonna go across.
All right, you can find me on Facebook as Shalinda Coleman. That is my personal page. Also, Soul Sweets by the Cake Lady is my business page on Facebook. Soul Sweets by the Cake Lady on Instagram. If you don't have a social media platform and you'd like to reach out and place an order, you can reach me at 913-634-6963.
All right, Miss Keisha.
Yes. I'm running out of stores. Hi.
You see, you didn't think we caught you in the store. I caught you in the store.
Hey, it gets real.
Right. So how can they be able to get in contact with you on social media, or how they be able to get in contact with you so we can get that strawberry shortcake candy apple?
Absolutely. I'm at Keisha Candy Apples on Facebook and Instagram for our social media. Have a website, www.keishacandyapple.com, or you can actually check me out at the actual store at Keisha Candy Apples off 809 West 39th Street, right on 39th and Southwest Trafficway, right on the corner. So, yes.
Cool. Mr. Tanya, how can they be able to get in contact with you via social media or anything?
Yes. If you want to get in contact with me for painting things on Facebook, also pretty painting things at outlook.com. Also, I have a accessory business, Granny Gang Gadgets. I sell doors, purse, sunglasses, all bias drip, and I'm Granny Gang Gadgets on Facebook, on Instagram, and Granny Gang Gadgets at Gmail as well.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
No problem. Miss Alicia Towers, how can they be
in touch with me also for Ladies That Lean for my nonprofit? Sorry to
No, you good. You good. Go ahead, tell them again.
That's a mess.ladiesthatlean@gmail.com. Living excellently after negativity.
Awesome. Miss Towers, how can they be able to get in contact with you and support everything that you're doing out here?
You can follow my Facebook, candidate for Wyandotte County Sheriff, Celicia Towers, candidate for Wyandotte County Sheriff, towersforsheriff.com. towersforsheriff@gmail.com. I have a direct open line, 913-717-9338. If you have any questions, you're a Wyandotte County voter. So just ask y'all to get out and vote. Y'all don't see the silence because I'm moving in silence. Voter acquisition. I'm moving in silence. I'll light the city up in a little bit.
Awesome. Miss Tamika, I already follow you on Instagram and on Facebook, but how everybody else following you on Instagram and Facebook?
Sugar Rush Berries on Facebook and Instagram, and it's sugar, like your grandma would say, SUGAH, not sugar. It's Sugar Rush Berries. I have a website, sugarrushberries.com. My store is located inside of Oak Park Mall, upstairs across from Kids Foot Locker. I am closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. I don't answer my business phone, so just inbox me on one of those social media platforms. I just can't. I cannot. Or either inbox me, or either you can email me at sugarrushberries.com. If you go to my website, it'll also allow you to send me an email as well for a fast, quick response and turnaround time. Y'all, that's my personality. I'm sorry.
Be yourself. I love it. Be yourself.
So funny, but I have to be. So don't take anything I say literal, because I might say anything. But anyway, yeah, I'm about to close this door. It's about to be 7:00.
All right. And then my man Roger Sons, I appreciate you for putting this together for me to get these ladies on. How would they be able to get in contact with you? Even I said it like 8 times. How can they still get in contact with you and know what you're doing so they can be able to donate for the Safe House and all of that?
TruthToReason.com, and you go TruthToReason.com on Instagram, and Roger M. Suggs on Facebook. And it's like, I just want to see these ladies win, man. I said they're going to make history with these ladies. Each one of these ladies going to make history, and I can't wait till Miss Silent shoot that horn, and she's going to shoot that missile, I guess, in August. This tower is going to be a tower in August. So I just want to see them win. And that's the mindset, man, so that we can break that stigma of thinking that people can't be great here and be people's people. A lot of times we got some great people in this town, but they're not people. You know what I'm saying? We want somebody to be people. And like I say, please go out August 14th and support Buy Black. It's important for that, because a lot of people say that I buy black, but they don't support black. So we want to do that. It's for everybody to come down there. Don't get it wrong, but we got to show that we got to support each other. And to me, these ladies are proving that even though they do similar things, they can cheer for each other. And it's a note. I didn't know Miss Towers used to get down on the cookie.
She sure did.
Yeah. You thought I did. Yeah. So everybody on here did that. That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So
and also we're gonna throw a big party. We're trying to find the building like we did last year. We're trying to find a building to go to. Yeah, sure. Hey, that's Big Mama Towers? Oh, that's the son. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, bro? That's Little Towers. So let's do this thing, man. Let's build things, and we, like I said in our hashtag, we our own stars.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm proud of y'all ladies. Let me tell you something. Y'all stuff premiere to Toyota's execs. They all love the stories. They did. They said, whoa, they didn't know what they was getting. They saw the trailer, but they didn't. Like people think when they see that trailer, they got the whole story. They do not. So when y'all see the whole film, they loved it. We're now they entered us in a couple. Y'all movies are being entered in a couple different award things. We made the deadlines to be a part of the Emmy and all that type of stuff. So you never know where this thing can go. And my thing is, it's so many people that's going to reach out to y'all when they do this big drop in August. It goes to almost 200,000 media people. So, and the thing is, it's amazing when that stuff get to hit y'all. You calling up the story, follow-ups, and then, like I said, we're gonna throw an event. I'm trying to get this movie theater so we can watch it in the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that right now. And of course, Toyota gotta pay for that. You know how it goes. I ain't got no money. So my thing is, I just want to see total victory in everybody's thing, man. Let's do this thing. Let's show. That's it. There it is.
Total victory.
Hours. Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. Let's shock the world.
Yes.
Let's shock the world. Start out with Miss Tyra and let it just domino effect down. Shock the world. And then the thing with the shock, Dre, salute to you and what you're doing with your podcast, because I got tired of doing it. Dre taking
I
it
almost quit last night. I almost quit last night, but I was like, I got to interview tomorrow. I can't quit.
So let's get this thing. I'm trying to get this thing wherever we can get it at, y'all.
Yes.
Listen to me. Get y'all story told, get y'all on talk shows, and get y'all on all the local news. I'm working on that cycle to get y'all where y'all can go, either show up on Zoom on their station or be in their studio. So we try to get y'all on the different news stations and everything else. And nationally and locally, Essence Magazine is interested in it. And the thing that Toyota did for the ladies that's doing the cooking thing, they don't send y'all stuff to every food magazine you can think of. You know what I'm saying? And then Miss Tyra Stories, right now, they're sending some of your stuff and Yaya stuff to BT, Black Enterprise, all these different things are looking. So if that's not me capping, that's what the agent from Toyota told me. And it goes out starting August. So I guess gonna be a lot of bells and whistles in August, y'all. So and thank you, Dre Mac Podcast. Thank you, bro.
No problem. And you ladies, if you want to get individual interviews, because I know that this was kind of like you just wanted to Zoom, almost like a Zoom call and everything. But if you want to get something individually where you like, hey, I want to be able to tell my particular story, just me, myself, all you got to do is reach out to me. All you got to do is go to the Dre Mac Show page, or if you follow me on Facebook, just inbox me. Or you follow me on Instagram, inbox me. I got you. We'll set something up. So because your story is important, and we need to be able to tell those stories, you know, even beyond that. So make sure you guys
and y'all get y'all movie posters. Toyota's getting it. I'm trying to get them to pay for life-size movie posters for y'all to have for yourselves.
Wow.
Put in your store wherever you do it, stuff like that. And we'll remix Miss Tyra that she had a sheriff suit on. Bang, 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 bang.
All right, so I appreciate I appreciate you ladies coming through, hanging with me tonight. I am so blessed to be able to interview you guys, tell you guys, as you know, the small portion of this to get you guys out there, so people can understand exactly what you're out here doing. So I really appreciate you ladies coming through. Again, if you guys want individual podcasts, be like, yo, I just want to tell there's something else I gotta say. I just have to tell it. Make sure you reach out to me. We get that together. You know what I'm saying? And there's an interview. It's on YouTube. And the audio versions, like I said, it's going to be on Speaker Radio, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can share this with your friends, your family, just to know that you are doing big things. And we thank you. And you guys are so blessed for what you guys do in our community. And we thank you for that. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you ladies go. I thank you. So I'm saluting all of y'all. If you see you get removed from the studio, that's the reason why. But believe, that's what it said. Believe. You know what I mean? It's the safe house. So believe. All right. So ladies, I thank you so very much. I'm about to wrap this thing up, and I appreciate you ladies spending your time with me for this hour.
All right. Thanks, Dre. Thanks, Roger.
No problem. No problem. So removing you guys from the studio right now. If you guys are with me right now, If you're still rocking with me right now, thank you guys so very much for tuning in to the Dre Mack Show. We have so much that's going on right now that I appreciate being a part of this. I appreciate Roger Suggs. Again, you see what's going on. Beautiful Black and Bold coming this August, sponsored by Toyota through True Films. Make sure you guys are reaching out. Go to the website, truththereasons.com. Again, truththereasons.com. Get you some apparel. Donate to the Safe House. How many people that we know, there's young people out here who don't have no place to go, and they just want help. This is not any type of money gain or anything like this. This is to help other people. And if we believe in our people and we believe that our people, Black Lives Matter, we really truly say Black Lives Matter, y'all need to donate, buy anything to make sure that this Safe House gets done. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in to the Dre Mack Show. I thank you guys for tuning in every week, hanging with me. I love y'all. Peace. Shalom to everyone. I'll be back with more of the Dre Mack Show.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast Show.